a sight for my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight for my soul. There goes a sight for my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight for my soul. I think it's all angels just walk by. 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 There goes a sight for my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight for my there goes a sight. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight for my soul. So.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Wow.
Chiefs Kingdom. It's time for All Chiefed Up with your hosts, Steve and Mike Williams.
You're listening to All Chiefed Up, the best damn Kansas City Chiefs podcast in the kingdom.
Chiefs Kingdom. What's up, baby? Noah Gray here, tight end for your Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to All Chiefed Up with Mike and Steve Williams.
Chiefs Kingdom ACU crew, it is Wednesday night. But it's not the war room, it's the tailgate. We're tailgating for a Thursday night game, Steve. We're 24 hours away. What's good, my man?
In a world where the Chiefs have a football game in less than 24 hours.
Dun, 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 dun.
About
here.
freaking time.
It's here, man. I feel like we've been waiting, God, so long. But it really does feel like it was just yesterday we were at the parade, man, celebrating at Union Station. It don't feel like it was that long, but here we are getting ready to defend it.
There were some slow spots where nothing was happening, but it went by pretty fast, I think.
Right.
Crazy to think that the season kicks off tomorrow. Like we're already after tomorrow night, we're going to be back in the full swing of the regular NFL season, Mike.
Right.
Which is absolutely crazy. I'm ready for it though, man. It's nice. It's nice. It's
time to defend. It's time to defend, and it's going to be a little tougher than I think we think. I don't want to be negative Nancy, but
don't you be a negative Nancy.
I don't think we're going to have a problem getting the dub. I don't, but I think it's a little hard.
Did we lose him?
It is what it is.
I think we lost him.
Did you lose me? Did you lose me?
We either lost you or me, one of the two. I don't know. But either way, no idea what you said.
Oh, well, I was saying, could be easier time if we had a healthy Kelce, if we had a Chris Jones defense led on the field, but we don't.
Right.
But we're still going to get the win. We're still going to get the win. Other people are going to step up. And Andy and Patrick, come on, you can't doubt that combo, right?
Man, it is what it is. I mean, the Chiefs just got to be ready to go. I think as long as they don't come out flat, they come out ready to play football. It doesn't matter which guys they put on the field. They can win this game, start the season off the right way. Just like Stephen James started this off the right way with a freaking 10 bomb. He says, thundering Thursday's Wednesday war room. In the midst of chaos, there's also opportunity. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley.
Little Sun Tzu for the for that ass kicking it off tonight.
Heck yeah, Steve-O. We appreciate the 10, my man. Always supporting. Jeffrey Robinson is now a member. We appreciate you, Jeffrey. Welcome to the ACU crew. Then we got Wayne in here with the 2 bomb.
Wayne, says, 2 bomb.
Hit that like button, Chiefs Kingdom. ACU crew, let's freaking get it. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah, appreciate you, Wayne. Thank you. And then I got TGZ here with the 5 bombs. Is Noah Gray going to show up? Absolutely, man. I think Noah Gray is going to do just fine. Mike, I've been pumping up Noah Gray. I'm saying Noah Gray's better than people think he is. Now it's his time to show them.
TGZ, you're right. If you guys watched our video that dropped today, we talked about it. We thought Noah Gray's going to show up in the absence of Kelce if Kelce can't go. And let's be completely honest. If Kelce's at 90%, I don't want him playing. If he's at 99.9%, I don't even probably want him playing.
If there's any risk whatsoever, you don't put Kelce out there in week 1. You just don't do it.
Especially on a knee that's already previously been injured. He's a little older. The ligaments are a little loose. You don't want him to re-aggravate it. I don't care what his brother's saying. He said he picked up a log and he hyperextended his, didn't miss any time. You know what, Jason? I don't care what you did. It's not a brotherly comparison here, okay? Shut up. Go play for the Eagles.
Whatever.
We'll take care of our boy Kelce.
I also wanted to shout out Chiefer with the 5 gifted. We appreciate you, Chiefer. You the man. So, yeah, everybody throw some legendaries and catch-ups and boom shakalakas and whatever the heck else you want to push as far as the emojis go. Put that in the chat for Jeffrey, Steven, Wayne, TGZ, and Chiefer. Appreciate you guys.
Let's go. Hey, we're just getting started tonight. Tonight is a tailgate night. It's supposed to be a war room, right?
It's supposed to be, but it's a tailgate. It's our first tailgate of the season, my man.
I'm about to light it up. Do you see the all chiefed up sign? Here we go. Boom. Y'all, there it is. Dun, 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 dun. The first all chiefed up, light up tailgate of the season, fellas.
I feel like I should be smelling some ribs cooking somewhere or something like that, but I'm not.
I'm excited. Yeah, we're not going to get that, because we're not in KC. Oh, God, I almost cried about it. We're not in KC. That makes me a little sad. But, we're going to be watching. It's going to be on NBC. I think it's going to be on Peacock. Yeah, we can all watch the game. It's going to be a good time. And then after the game, we're going to jump on and we're going to talk to you guys about it. Win or lose, we're going to get on here. We're either going to rage or we're going to party. One of the two, but we're going to be here tomorrow night after the game.
We're going to give you some initial thoughts that, we don't have time to calm down and get our feelings out of the way. We're just going to let it rip, baby.
We're going to go loud and proud, baby. Loud and proud. Let it rip. But yeah, good to see everybody tonight, man. We got the usual suspects in the house. I've been going down the list, and I see a bunch of the usuals. We got 105 in here right now. Right now, if you don't care, take a few seconds, hit that like button to get it out to some people. At the 100 like mark, we will give away a free poster. So that's what we do here. You know, we'll let Nightbot sort it out.
Let Nightbot sort it out. Hey,
we'll let them do it.
You know what, Mike?
What's up?
Jan came in style with a 20 bomb. What's up, Jan? Good to see you. Jan's awesome.
Jan's coming in hot.
We appreciate you, Jan.
Bomb.
Always supporting. It means a lot to us. I saw you on the video yesterday as well, so appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure, Jan. Appreciate you. A lot of people, Steve, reacting to the Chris Jones thing. So, Chris Jones, you haven't even got to check the news much today. You've been working.
I know he was like giving out some Big Macs in KC today. I did sneak and watch where they talked to him for a minute about the contract situation.
So he had a prior engagement, a charity event. He come in, give away. I'm assuming it was for Ronald McDonald House. I mean, you're giving away Big Macs. He was there. The Katz brothers were in town as well. They let Chris Jones talk a little bit. Not going to play any of the clips. There's no point. You can go find them anywhere. You can go find the clips. But basically, they asked him, "Hey, Chris, are you, why didn't you come in and play?" And he said, "I would rather hold out because it's a distraction." And a lot of people said it's a distraction if you're away. But you know what? If you're away from the team, it's only a distraction to the fans and the media. The team is focused. So I think he's right about that a little bit. Actually, Jason Dunn chimed in on that, and he was like, yeah, he's kind of right. If he's in the locker room, that makes everybody in the locker room huddle around Chris Jones 24/7. You're not really getting your stuff done. But the team's bought in, man. They're ready to go without Chris Jones. They see it as he's doing what he's got to do. And honestly, even if he holds out this game, which at this point he's got to, I don't think he's getting back in, even though he said today if they signed him today, he'd play tomorrow. I highly doubt that. But I don't think he can hold out after one game. It just makes no financial sense to do this. It doesn't make any sense.
I think a deal's still going to get done.
Prove your point if you just miss one game and go on.
Like we talked about this a couple videos ago, Mike, when everybody freaked out because they don't like when you tell them how things, the new what they're actually seeing. I don't know. We were trying to help, but everybody went crazy. But the thing about it is, Mike, I feel like they're going to get a deal done because they're just too damn close. They're not. It's not like they're miles apart. They're really not. If you look at it, I think they'll come up with something. I think they'll get it done. I did like what Chris Jones had to say today. While they did ask him about it, seems like he's in touch. It's not like he's just completely out there. He said that he knows that there's a lot of new guys on the defense, and he missed that getting to work with them. So that's definitely a concern that we've had. He noted that. That's something that he knows. So it's not like he's completely out of touch with what's going on, Mike. He also said, other than that, he's been working out in Miami. He said he's been basically doing everything that he would have been doing in camp, a lot of the same drills and things like that. And he's ready to play as soon as this gets done. So I kind of feel like there was good words from Chris Jones today. Whether you're mad at him or not, it sounds like to me he's staying prepared and ready to go.
Yeah, I totally agree. He looked like he was in really good shape. I mean, he actually looks too slim. Maybe he's going for wide receiver money. We see Justin Jefferson's trying to get that today. He's probably got that. But by the way, defensive end, Nick Bosa got paid today, by the way.
Got paid a lot. Yeah.
A big old number. Kind of proves that Jones is probably worth that. And look, here's another thing too. Jones can play defensive end, and they line him up at defensive end. There's not a lot of defensive tackles they'll move out to the edge to play a 9 tech, and he's out there doing it. I mean, that's where he got to Derek Carr from on that sack fumble they took away. He was playing from a 9 tech.
What I was going to say, Mike, they don't just do it, but he's also effective when they do it.
So he deserves what he's asking for, in my opinion. Again, the battle is over this year. This year, should he pay for 19.5? What should he do? Well, again, a lot of people's like, well, y'all just quoted Florio, and Florio's a liar. Okay, cool. Florio makes up some stories here and there, but let's not just – you can't just – if somebody agrees or disagrees with you, you just can't say, hey, liar. I get it. We don't like Florio, but so far Nick, kind of said the exact same numbers. He just did it from a different angle. So I kind of feel like there was some whatever.
Yeah,
the Chiefs were saying they were going to redo this year. And I think what they meant was they was going to turn that 19.5 into more of a guaranteed, which would have knocked it right off the cap this year. It would have freed up a lot of cap money. And Chris Jones said, wait a second, you're going to make me pay for the same 19.5? And I'm just going to help you free cap space, and then you're just not going to give me anything? It's going to be a 24.67, average. I think Chris he's got a little bit of a point. And then at the same time, the Chiefs have to stand firm too. And it's just negotiation. I just don't understand why people keep taking one side or the other and then fighting everybody over it. It's not my money either way. I don't care.
It's okay to be on one side or the other, I guess. I'm okay with that. Everyone's allowed to have an opinion. But people that just they're whether what you think or not, they're just blatantly like, well, you're wrong.
Hey, Chris,
my opinion is the only opinion that matters.
Did you hear Chris today about the opinion? He said opinions are like buttholes. They all stink, and everybody has one. And of course, it had to draw out the Kent Swansons in the world. Well, this butthole's opinion said that you got paid fair value and you turned it down. Okay, Kent. Shh. Go to sleep, Kent.
It's enough.
It's enough.
Man. But either way, Chris Jones, don't care. I think they'll get it done soon. If they don't, whatever. Well, we move on, and we start the season tomorrow night, Mike. Kelce probably not going to play, shouldn't play, in my opinion. I feel like if it's any risk whatsoever, you go ahead and sit him. It's the first game of the season.
Oh, yeah,
a long season to go, and we're trying to go back to back here. So you definitely don't want to risk Kelce being further injured and missing more time. So without Kelce, without Chris Jones, I'm still 100% confident the Chiefs are going to go out and win this game.
Yes.
Andy Reid's going to have a good plan in place. Spag's going to have a good plan in place. And Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. So my whole thing about it is, what do you like? I've seen a lot today where a lot of the NFL talking heads are out there predicting that the Lions are going to beat the Chiefs now because Travis Kelce won't be playing.
Yeah.
Do you really think that the Chiefs and the Lions are so close that Travis Kelce is the X factor?
No, I mean, look, if you take Travis off the field, the offense becomes less effective. Let's be honest. He's the number one. I mean, Chiefs Kingdom told us this all year. We don't need the receiver. You have Kelce. He's a number one. He's a receiver. He's a tight end, and he's a receiver. He's everything. So I get it. I don't downgrade his value, but when you have Patrick back there, and it's the first game of the year, which the Chiefs have now probably been game planning a little bit here and there. They've been watching film here and there. Pretty much. I mean, this is a bye week on steroids. They're going to be effective. They're going to use all the weapons. Andy's probably going to address all 7 wide receivers. Noah Gray's going to have a good day. I'll tell you what, the Lions don't have to win the game outright. If they lose on the scoreboard, but they make it a shootout, make it an entertaining game, and give the Chiefs everything they can handle on opening night at Arrowhead, the Lions will have done their job. That's all the NFL wants out of the Lions. Just make it competitive. We don't want people turning it off in the third quarter. So
I don't think they're going to be a pushover by any means. Like I've said before, they have nothing to lose here, everything to gain. They're going in and playing the Super Bowl freaking champions on their home turf, and they can knock them off on banner night in front of the world.
For sure.
Like, that's a good way to make a statement for them to start the season out.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out Cobra Kai, 5 gifted subs just now.
Heck yeah.
5 gifted.
What's up, Ty?
Cobra Kai. What is up, Ty? Welcome, Scott Crosser, Chiefs Live, Dan Weiler, Chiefs fan, and Blueberry Wilbur, all new members. We appreciate you guys. Blueberry Wilbur, love the name. Love the name.
So just to touch on a couple things I saw in the chat. Yeah, Nick Bosa signing that kind of a deal shows you how valued defense should be. Any guy that you have that's an elite pass rusher, like they had to pay Bosa that, right? Like you can't let Bosa go. You just got to bite the bullet. Chris Jones is pretty similar. And a lot of people are like, well, Bosa's younger. I did see that one in the chat. Bosa's 25. Chris Jones is 29. Chris Jones is in his prime. They're looking at extending him for 2 years after this season. All would be prime years for Chris Jones, so that's a non-factor in my opinion. What do you say, Mike?
Yeah. But look, Bosa's money has nothing to do with Chris Jones.
It doesn't.
They're
I'm
not
just
the same
saying.
position. One is 25. One is getting ready to turn. One just turned 29. So one's a second contract. One's a third. There's plenty of differences, but I think.
But I'm just saying. I think it shows
Chris,
you when you have a player of
Right.
that caliber, though, you can't just let him go.
Yeah, I think it kind of gives a little bit of steam to Chris Jones and the Katz brothers, to be honest, to be like, hey, look, Chris is elite. Was Nick Bosa a top 10 player? Named by his
surely to
peers?
God. I don't know, but surely he was.
You think Nick Bosa was a top 10? I don't know what he was ranked on the top 10. But I'm just saying, look, if he's not a top 10, then guess what? Well, that just proves. Again, you can't, all this is, it's back and forth.
Right.
I tell you what, people argue on X, they're still going. And like we said, we're just trying to tell you whatever. I don't care what side. I'm just trying to explain the contract. But people are just raging. A lot of people have turned on Chris Jones so bad. I feel like that's why they had Chris Jones out there answer some questions today. I felt like the Katz brothers said, look, it's your turn now. You've lost a little face. Let's go get them. Let's get them back on your side. So I've seen people ease up a little on Chris today. Hey, Chris is a good guy, man. He didn't have to fly into KC and fulfill that.
He does have to keep optics up.
Well, yeah, he has to do that, but
I mean,
technically he didn't have to.
It depends on what perspective you want to take. One other thing I want to touch on before we just literally quit talking about Chris Jones for the day, because I'm kind of done with it, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
But the one take that I hate the most, in my opinion, Mike, is the one where it's like, he's got a year on his contract. He needs to honor his contract. That one drives me nuts, because why is it okay for NFL teams, which are billion-dollar organizations, to cut guys before their contract's up, and just give them the boot? Boom, you're gone. We're not honoring the contract. You're cut. You suck. That's fine. But if the player outplays his contract and says, hey, you know what? 3 years ago when I signed this, it was fair. Now it's not. We got to work this out.
Right.
Why? It's a two-lane road, like a two-way street here.
Yeah.
You can't just be on one side or the other with that. So that one drives me crazy.
Yeah, that happens all the time. How many times? Look, the Chiefs, they do that with people all the time. I mean, look, we didn't honor Frank Clark's contract. But you gone.
Right.
So it's the same thing. But either way, it don't matter, man.
Cobra Kai Ty with the 2 bomb says, guys, we are at 208 likes already. Heck yeah, baby.
Let's go.
Appreciate you
Let's
guys.
go.
That means there's 2 posters with your all's names on them. As long as you put hashtag poster in the chat, Nightbot's going to pick some of you guys out here in just a little bit. So hashtag poster if you want to win one of those. 2, we'll be giving away 2 right now. If we get to 300 likes, we'll give away another one. So if you haven't hit the like button, go hit it real quick. Appreciate you, Ty. Thanks for the 5 gifted and the 2 bomb. You're awesome. You know that.
Yep. Appreciate you. Legendaries for Ty. Yeah, by the way, Nick Bosa was named number 4 in the top 10. So, I mean, look, though, 4, 10. I mean, come on, guys. Like, Chris Jones is worth the money. I mean, to get that average over the next, okay, look, I know he signed that contract for 19 and a half, blah, 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 blah. But you can outplay a contract. I mean, you can just outplay it. It was written up 4 years ago. You can outplay it. Everything goes up.
Yeah. Pono, I think, is one of them that said he needed to honor the contract. And I think this is in response to what I just said. He says because the team owners are the bosses. Last I saw, the bosses sign the paychecks. You're correct. Other teams' bosses also sign paychecks, and they would love to sign Chris Jones' paycheck. So it's not, you can't have tunnel vision about it. Like I've said before, Mike, we're all Chiefs fans. It don't matter what happens. If Chris Jones doesn't come to play for the Chiefs, if they trade him or he just holds out and whatever.
Right.
Still love the Chiefs. Don't care. Don't change my mind.
Right.
But at the same time, it's impossible for me to have hard feelings towards Chris Jones for doing what he thinks he needs to do. Like I said, they cut players all the time. Teams don't care. They're not going to honor. How many teams are out there? It's like, you know what? We're going to keep paying this guy that's not performing instead of cutting him because we got to honor our contract.
Well, Chiefs fan, like if a player doesn't live up to their contract, do they give their money back? Yeah, they do.
They cut.
They get cut. And then all they get's the signing bonus and maybe some of the contract incentives they got.
Depends on the guaranteed money. That's also something that plays big into these contracts.
Which is why. That's what I'm saying.
Because of that, yeah. Yeah, man.
So it does work both ways. Like
just like I said, you can't have like a tunnel vision about it. You gotta kind of look at both sides.
Why do you think Brett Veach backloads contracts? Because if they get older or they don't perform, you get out of the contract, which means they don't pay him all the money. So yeah, it's the same way. And by the way, when did all of us hard-working people become such slaves to the man? Where all I've seen today is everybody like, well, if I asked for a raise at my job, I'd still have to work, and I'd still, you know what? Why don't you go tell your boss you deserve more?
You know what I do? Like, you know what I do? What I don't like
say,
a job, or I
I'm
feel like
worth it.
Right. If I feel like I'm not being treated fairly at a workplace, done this my entire life,
I'll find a better employer.
I quit. I just, hey, if you can't do this, I quit.
No,
Like,
but what I've seen today,
what?
I've seen all day long. Well, that's not how it works in the real world. We'll ask nicely, and then we'll sit there and take
Look,
advantage
they
of
do.
all day.
I mean, that's the thing about it. The difference is they don't live in the real world. NFL players, let's be honest,
Right.
they live on another planet.
The NFL is not the
money,
same.
The type of money that these guys make is just astronomical, and they're just not on the same planet as us. So yeah, I get the sentiment people are saying, like, you got to keep working and try to negotiate, because people like us, if we miss work, we don't pay a bill. Chris Jones don't have that problem.
No.
So I mean, and if you didn't, Mike, if you didn't have a problem with missing a bill or not being able to eat because you're not going to work, and they were treating you bad, what would you do? You'd quit.
Dude, I've quit jobs where I didn't have money to pay bills and go eat. I
Right.
don't care. I'm not going to be taken advantage of. And I feel like that's how this country was started, by the way.
Thing, Mike, we're not saying that they're taking advantage of Chris Jones, but
No.
maybe that's his opinion. Maybe he thinks they are somewhat. So, like I said, I'm not the Chiefs owner, and I'm not
Steve, you've used it
Chris
time
Jones
and time
financial
again.
advisor. So
If you work at McDonald's and they pay you to flip burgers, but then at the end of the day, you're doing 5 other people's jobs and you're doing it effectively and they're still paying you for
Right.
just flipping the burgers, you're going to ask for a raise.
right, Pono, this is what we're talking about right now. Actually, like, we understand that he's making $19 million, which is
Pono,
astronomical,
get it.
right?
Come
But
on now.
But you have to get into their world. You have to get into their
come
mindset.
on. Catch up,
Look.
Pono. Like, we're talking about millions and millions of dollars. By this one, Pono agrees no athlete in the NFL should ever make over $1 million because we don't make $1 million at Starbucks. Like,
Well,
they
it's not
work
even
on a
that,
different.
but
It's a
just like
different
you have to-
playing
you have
field.
to get on that level, Mike. You have to
Right.
get in that mindset. Like, yeah, he's making $19 million, which is unfreaking real money, right? But at the same time, Chris Jones could make more than $19 million.
Okay, so my
if you're
point is
making
this.
$1,000 a week, if you make
Right.
$1,000 a week at your job, and you know that you could make $1,400 a week at another job, wouldn't you be like, hey guys, this place wants to pay me, what, 40%, 140% more, or whatever it is. I can't do math, but yeah, I don't know.
But yeah.
I feel like that's where we're at here.
It's like the McDonald's employee that's like, I work for $17 an hour, or I don't even know what is it now, 15. They've raised it forever, but anyways, $15 an hour, and you're mad at the guy across the street that's a brain surgeon asking for an extra 50,000. You're like, well, I work for 17. Why does he need? I don't know, because he's doing brain surgery. These people are offering you guys like entertainment. I don't know. We didn't make the astronomical prices. This is just how they do it.
It's just a market.
No.
Hey, we live in
Like,
a
why
free
does
market.
everyone come at us like we're the guys that invented everybody gets to get overpaid to play a football game? I don't know.
Hey, it's free market, baby. That's just how it goes. But yeah, I mean, it's essentially the same thing. It's just the same as Chris Jones said it today, Mike. It's like if you were at your job and you asked for a raise. That's essentially what's happening here. 10 bomb from Enrique.
Enrique.
He says, will they force Mahomes to honor his contract? I guess
No.
Absolutely not.
If Mahomes said today, I'm not playing another snap because I'm severely underpaid, the Chiefs would not enter a holdout like we're here right now. They'd probably bend the knee. He'd own half the city before it was over with, probably.
Hey, check this one out.
It's just the way it is.
Legendaries in the chat for Enrique.
Legendary.
5 bomb from Dez, and he says CJ said on America's Game 2022, what he said to Matt Ryan was, "Get your old ass up," and then called him the B word.
Wait, how do we know? How do we know?
CJ
How do we
said.
know, Dez?
He said CJ said. I don't know.
On America's Game 2022. What is America's Game? That's a show. I've seen it. Like, but is it like what
Links.
happened? They interview him on the game?
We need a link.
I need a link. I got to watch this because, by the way, how does that warrant a penalty that costs you an entire game? These are two
It
adult
doesn't.
men.
That's just a referee swaying the outcome of a game.
Yeah, you don't think that,
that
people don't? You don't think other teams call other players bees throughout the game? That's a very common.
B.
You know, they're like, hey, B, let's go. Quit being a B. That's what they do.
You son of a bee.
Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Proof that the NFL threw that one. Congrats, guys.
Hey, Colts had to win a game somehow. You know, it is what it is. Hey, check this out. Dez with another freaking vibe bomb. Says it's on NFL Network, a new one. And yes, they interviewed him.
Oh,
nice. I gotta
get it. We gotta get it. It'll probably show a replay tonight. I'll have to tape it.
If that's what he said, like legitimately said that, then yeah, they handed a game to the Colts. They took away a game from the Chiefs. They just cheated completely.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You can't penalize somebody for that. Get your old ass up.
This is America.
Penalty. He was mean to a senior citizen.
Yeah, what does he get in trouble for? Violating the old folks' home? I don't think the guy's still playing. Like, remember when they said that they tried to make it out to be racial? That's not racial, by the way. Why does everybody make everything racial?
I don't know.
That was all. It's so crazy.
Here's the
Can
thing.
We just stop with the words? Let them say what they want. I don't care. Like, it's a
football.
grown man's game.
We're
Let's
say
go
crazy
play.
Stuff.
Dude, people said worse than that to us when we were in high school playing football in the year 2001. Like, I'm sure cursing has evolved throughout the years, you know. Cursing's on a whole new level nowadays, I would suspect.
Right.
And that one got it? That's like a curse from 1980. A 1980s curse through the game for you?
A 1980s curse.
A 1980s curse.
Chris Jones looked at him, his eyes turned red, and he said, "Get me a keg of beer."
Get your old ass up.
I think I know why they
lose a whole
penalized
game over that?
I think I know why they penalized him.
Why?
Because Chris Jones is way too old to be calling Matt Ryan old. Because, I mean, if you didn't know,
so
Chris
by this
Jones,
premise,
he's on his way to the nursing home as
so
well.
by this premise, every single game Aaron Rodgers plays this year, someone will have said that to him. So he better have a 15-yard game-deciding penalty every time.
Aaron Rodgers is out there with white hair, bro. He's out there looking like.
I've been keeping up with the whole HBO Hard Knocks. Aaron Rodgers, dude, by the way, his helmet is way too circular for his head. He looks like an alien. He looks like he's wearing a perfect, what is it? Like a circle? Like he looks like I don't know, like a motorcycle helmet or something.
You lost me. He look like a stormtrooper.
Yeah, kind of. Like it's just a very circular helmet. There's nothing to it. It's just a big old circle with a face mask on it, and that's why.
Hey, have a good one, Lego. Go flip them waffles.
Appreciate you, Lego.
Doing the Lord's work out there, giving people delicious waffles. Oh man! So let's talk about the game some more because the freaking season starts tomorrow. So that's awesome. I put up a poll, said who's going to score the first Chiefs touchdown of 2023 or the 2023 season, whatever.
I didn't love the choices you put up, Steven.
I just put up three randoms.
Who'd you put up? Richie?
Isaiah Pacheco, Jerick McKinnon, and Kadarius Toney.
I mean, those are three pretty good guesses, but
30% says Jerick McKinnon. Okay, right now. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out anyway. I'm going to end the poll. 30% says Jerick McKinnon. The most other than that was other. And I think I saw some in the chat. I saw some in the chat where people said Richie James. I
like Richie James. I think that's a good one.
Jeremiah said Jar Jar Edwards-Helaire was going to score the first touchdown.
I think that might be a good one too.
And I lied anyway. Pacheco had 28%, so he was actually in second. And then Kadarius Toney was last with 15%.
Pop. Is Pop
Pacheco
getting a play count tomorrow? Do you think they'll have him on a little bit of a pitch count?
I don't know. I mean, they let him play in the preseason. Granted, it was just a couple plays, but I feel like if he's already playing, 2 weeks ago, I think he's ready to roll. So I don't know if he will be, to be honest. I do think you're going to see a healthy dose of Jar Jar, and I think that you'll see Jerick McKinnon doing what Jerick McKinnon does. So I mean, nothing out of the ordinary.
Do you think? I was just thinking about this. Do you think that Pat? So Kelce's been like a security blanket for Mahomes, right? He looks for Kelce a lot. He really does.
Yep.
If you pull Kelce out and you force Pat to now start looking toward his wide receivers more, towards everything, you think Pat goes ham tomorrow and throws for like 600? You think he just starts slinging it all over the field? Like he don't have to look for the the dunk down, the 5-10 yard gain to Kelce.
No.
You think he just starts going ham?
I mean, he could, but I don't think that there's any correlation. I think.
Wait,
I
King
think
Mo. King Mo says, look, if Travis doesn't play, does Pat go back to Texas? That's what I'm saying. Does he go like 700-yard Pat Mahomes, Texas Tech?
If he did, it'd be freaking hilarious.
That'd be hilarious, by the way.
Would it not? Hey, check this out. 10 Bomb from Cobra Kai, Ty.
10 Bomb.
Appreciate you, Ty. You the man. He says, I feel once the season kicks off tomorrow, the subscribers will start to build fast, ACU. 20K subscribers by game 3.
That would be great.
Let's freaking go.
I'm not going to hold my breath, though, Cobra Kai. You're trying to kill me.
Yeah. Oof. Hey, we've been grinding in this offseason.
Yeah.
It's we're slowly creeping up. We passed
Cobra
12K.
Kai, though. I do think now that the games are going to start trickling in, more people are coming back to football. We're going to have more people. But again, look, tonight's the tailgate before the game, and this is a pretty slow night. Like, it's not like a booming night.
Like last week was much heavier, actually.
So it's so weird. It's like the things that you think should correlate does never correlate for YouTube. You were going to learn YouTube is a wild beast. Nothing makes sense with it, by the way.
Yeah, that's for
very
sure.
Strange, very strange.
But no, on that note, though, I think we will get to 20K before the season's over, which was the original goal that was set. But if you guys could do us a favor, I do notice, like, we like to go on other people's live streams. We'll go troll Cole a little bit now and then. We'll go watch Ryan over on RGR. We'll slide in on the Spoken sometimes with Lance and say what's up. Or if the Chiefs are even doing a live, like as far as the press conferences and stuff, sometimes we'll be in there. I notice a lot of you guys are in those chats as well. If you guys could, put your little recruiting pants on and maybe throw a shout out.
Are you trying to make people recruit for us now?
Yeah, say, hey, there's an awesome show over here.
You're
you
like
check out.
You're like Nick Saban.
I'm not saying be intrusive and like put it a bunch or anything.
Hey, you're like Nick Saban.
But
trying to recruit for next year's class. I
Yeah.
hear you. Shout out Cobra Kai, though. Thanks for the 10 bomb, brother. We got Des the Gym with 2, and he says Mosley being out for Detroit is a big deal. That's a pretty big deal, actually.
Yeah. Well, they're missing a couple guys, too, because of gambling.
They said that big defensive tackle's not playing, right?
Right. And they're also not going to have Jameson Williams, and I can't remember the other guy. A couple of them got in trouble for gambling, so they're suspended. So, I mean, they're not going to be at 100% either. They're not missing somebody as important as Kelce, but they're definitely missing some pieces. So,
yeah, I'm trying to find some stats. I got some stats.
I love when Mike starts typing because you can hear the keyboard in the background. I just think about that GIF with Kermit the Frog and the typewriter.
Oh yeah, I was going ham. Let me bring this up for you. This is a fun stat. By the way, legendaries for Cobra Kai, legendaries for Des the Gym, and before I get to this, Steve-O with the 2 bomb, and he says ACU
Steve-O.
70K. He's still sticking to the 70K, Oof. Steve. If we don't ever hit 70K, Steve-O may come find us and smack us around a little bit. I don't know.
Dang, Steve-O, we're going to try. But do you think that, Cole, how about those Chiefs set unreal expectations for what you can actually achieve on YouTube?
Yeah, Cole, he's an anomaly.
Because he's an anomaly. He's like he's grown at a faster pace than Mr. Beast.
Well, because I mean, you got to put it in perspective a little bit. Cole comes along. He kind of, I mean, yeah, he's different than what
he went
was
off the
there.
charts. He had like 100 and I don't know what he had. Let's say 120 or 130,000 at a year. Like he was over 100,000 by a year in. That's a lot.
Okay.
That's crazy.
And then you've got really good content like RGR, who's been around for 7-8 years, and they're just now at 26, 27K. So it's like,
right. Hey,
something.
Us being around
strange.
for a little over a year and being at 12K, I'm completely happy
I'll take
with,
it.
by the way.
For real, guys. I'll take it. We got Larry Wynn. He says, I don't think even with Chris Jones and Kelce out, Chiefs still win. Yeah. You're right, Larry. I think Chiefs got this game.
Absolutely.
Got it. That's all there is to it. We got another one here. We got Brenda.
With a
7. She's
$7
$7 for the Chiefs win. On 7th and 7th for my birthday, the Chiefs will win.
Heck yeah, Brenda, it's your birthday tomorrow?
That's awesome.
That's freaking awesome. Happy birthday, Brenda. And I think Ty just had a birthday as well, if I'm not mistaken. And if I'm wrong, sorry, I said happy birthday when it's not your birthday. But happy birthday to both you guys. And we appreciate the 7, Brenda. Thanks for always supporting. You're awesome.
So in honor of Brenda, Chiefs by 7 tomorrow.
No, 77.
77.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I mean, come on.
Like
17 at least. Come on.
Give Give Brenda. Why did I say Linda? Give Brenda some ketchups in the chat, by the way. I was gonna say some legendaries. And I
You
said
mixed it with Brenda?
Yeah. So then I just went with ketchup in general. So we'll just go with that. Brenda, appreciate you.
Would that mean that a legendary Brenda would be Linda?
A Linda. It could be. Or a Brigenda, whichever one you want to go.
Hey, Aunt Linda, your B. What was that?
Wait, that was Adam Sandler,
Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer.
Such a great movie. Steve-O says 70K demands it.
70.
Steve-O's
Hey.
going to cut us. He's going to
I'm
cut us
good
from the
with it.
team if we don't get there.
I'm good with it, man.
We're not
I'm good
honoring
with
his
it.
we're not honoring his contract if we don't get to 70K.
Honor it. Okay, here we go. I'm bringing up what I was going to bring up, by the way. Here we go. Can
What
we
you got?
read it?
What do you got for us, Michael?
Jared Goff, home versus away last year.
I
Check it
can't
out.
read any of that.
It's okay. I'm going to read it to you. Here, I'll try to zoom it in for you.
Well, I think it's because my screen's
I went the
little
wrong
too,
way.
Mike.
What is it?
My screen's little as well because I have the chat.
Yeah.
so.
Well, here we go. Jared Goff. Can you read that?
Yeah.
Home and away. 9 games at home, 8 games away. Look at that QB rating. That's a 30-point differential on the road, by the way. 64% completion on the road, which he's only 66
So
at
he's
home.
better at home. He's a home guy.
Way better. Look at the touchdowns.
He's a homer.
23 touchdowns to 6.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's all I was trying to say. Jared Goff can be had on the road, and Arrowhead is not an easy place to play. We've been there a few times. Not an easy place to play, by the way. I think he may struggle a little. Let's hope. That's me hoping.
Well, I think so. Jared Goff's a good quarterback. He's underrated, I think. People give him a lot of crap, but he is good. I mean, we saw what he did to us a few years ago when he played for the Rams in that shootout in Mexico. I mean, the guy can ball. He can ball.
Yeah, I mean, that was on the road too.
And he took that team to the Super Bowl. Just lost. Pulled a Joe Burrow, a Joey B.
Is that the year that they pulled the mega team out, though?
No, the mega team was when they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. You're
with
right.
Matt Stafford. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, man, Chiefs should comfortably win this game, but they can't overestimate, or underestimate, I should say, the Lions, because the Lions are not bad. As long as the Chiefs are ready to play and they come out with a fire, some passion, they'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. And Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, have a good one, Doug. Take it easy, my man.
Later, Doug. Patrick Mahomes says Goff's never played at Arrowhead.
Oh, he has.
He's in for it.
Oh.
By the way, their coach said their goal was to just quiet the Arrowhead crowd.
Good luck with that, buddy.
That's like me just being like, well, hopefully tomorrow I'll wake up with a 6-pack. Yeah, cool. Not going to happen there, buddy. If it does happen, we're in trouble.
Right.
I'll give it to you that way. But I don't think the good people of KC and the surrounding areas that are going to be at the game is going to allow that to happen. I think the fans are going to be wild on banner night for sure.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Aaron, pal? Hope you're having a good one, buddy. Yeah, man. Let's see. I think as far as just being able to magically shut up Arrowhead is a pipe dream. I don't know where he's going with that one. I did see this was before Kelce was, rumored to miss the game, which before he hurt his knee, right?
Right.
What's their coach's name?
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. I did see an interview with him, and he was
Lieutenant
saying
Dan.
he was talking about the Chiefs, and he didn't say anything backhanded at all. He wasn't talking trash about our receiving core whatsoever.
Right, he's been pretty respectful.
Yeah, but he did say that Travis Kelce's the man. Like, if you've got to stop 87. That's the one he's focused on.
Well, that's not
87's not
rocket
there
science.
no more, right? So, but do you think that, even though he wasn't saying anything disrespectful, and I don't think he meant it that way whatsoever, do you think the receivers could look at that and be like, man,
Oh, yeah. That's bulletin board material.
it just really burns my ass that they just act like we don't exist.
Oh, if it doesn't chap it, then are you playing? If that doesn't
Right.
irritate Scott Moore, is he even ready to go? If that doesn't piss off MVS, is he even ready?
Right.
Go out there and prove it.
The fact that they don't even care about the receivers. It's not, it's like, 87.
Right. Go out there and you make them hurt for it.
You know what you do with that, Mike, if you're Scott Moore? You go out there and have yourself a day, Scott Moore.
You have yourself a day, young gentleman.
Young
I think
man.
he will. I think Scott Moore's going to have a good one.
I think so too. I think Sky's going to have a good season. I'm excited to see how he is used in the offense this year. And we were talking about a lot of this stuff earlier with Travis Kelce and all that. You know what makes Travis Kelce so daggone good?
That beautiful mustache.
That's part of it.
Okay.
That's probably like 80%. But the other 20% is
At least.
this guy literally, all he does, he's just a smart player. He finds a soft spot in the defenses. That's all he freaking does. It's like, yeah, he's a good route runner and everything, but I feel like Kelce's most effective when he just finds that soft spot in the defense, and Mahomes knows he's going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Kelce's effectiveness is their
it's pretty
their
simple.
unspoken knowledge of where each other.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like Sky Moore and Patrick Mahomes could get on that same wavelength, and it would be huge.
Oh, yeah.
Lieutenant Dan.
Ice cream, Lieutenant
Why?
Dan, ice
Why
cream.
did we go straight Forrest Gump on everybody, Cole?
Because I called the coach Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, I didn't even hear it. My bad. I didn't hear it.
Yeah. Hey, let's give away a poster.
Let's
you want
do
to give
it.
away a poster?
We got 2 to give away, so let's give away 1. If you haven't yet, we're going to give you 1 minute to put hashtag poster in the chat. If you haven't done it already, and that'll make you eligible for the rest of the live stream to win the posters that we give away. So do that real quick, and then Nightbot is going to do our bidding and pick a winner.
Nightbot's feeling it.
Nightbot's feeling himself today. You know
He's
what?
feeling it.
While we're waiting, while we're getting everybody a chance to put hashtag poster in the chat, 224 in here right now. Appreciate you guys being here. Super pumped the Chiefs are kicking off the season in 24 freaking hours, Mike. That's awesome. But thanks for hanging out with us. We will be doing tailgates before every game this season. And then right after the game, we'll be giving our instant reactions live as well. If that's something you're interested in, you like to hang out, talk Chiefs football, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And you guys that are always here, we freaking appreciate you guys. You're awesome. And you guys make doing this worthwhile and fun. So we appreciate you guys. But yeah, also hit that like button if you haven't, because in increments of 100, we give away another poster. So at 300, we will give away another poster. So I think it's time. I think everybody's had ample time to get in hashtag poster if they want to. So Nightbot, do your thing, buddy.
Do you want Nightbot to roll it? Here we go. Let's roll one.
Roll it.
Roll it, Night. Mr. Nightbot. Here we go.
Earn that paycheck, Nightbot.
Earn it, baby. Who you got for us? Come on, Nightbot. Let's go.
Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes.
hoes.
That's awesome, Boats. Congratulations.
Gotta have me my boats and hoes.
Hey, Boats.
Don't fret. We're giving away another one.
Yeah. Hey, Boats, send us an email, allchieftop@gmail.com with a shipping address, sir. And we'll get that poster to you.
Hey, here's what I want to do, by the way.
What?
I want to reset the eligibility. So let's reset the
What do
eligibility
you
on
mean?
this.
Don't do that.
No, this is what I want to do. Can we have a new hashtag going into this one?
But everybody just went and put in hashtag poster, dude.
It's okay. They can do hashtag again. Like, is everybody's fingers broke? Let's do hashtag something awesome, like Lions suck. That'll be a fun
Hashtag Lions suck to win the
But let me
second
get it in
poster.
first.
You go get it in.
So we
go
got to go
get it in, Mike.
hashtag Lions suck.
Mike's
Okay.
all rocked up and horned up and ready to get it in over there. Let's go. Hashtag Lions suck.
Okay, hold up. Let me get back in here. I got to make sure he's getting it going.
Better late than never, Nikki. Good to see you. Hashtag Lions suck. Hashtag Lions suck if you want to be eligible to win.
Here we go. Hashtag Lions suck is being calculated.
We're going
right
to give
now.
you guys about what?
We'll give you 3 or 4 minutes.
3 minutes. Let's do it.
Lions
Hashtag
suck.
Lions suck.
Hashtag. Oh, I love it. I like seeing it in the chat. That's why I wanted to do it. Why? Why do we always got to do hashtag?
Hey, Jeffrey
poster?
Robinson, make sure you put those words together, my man. I want you to be eligible. Make sure it says Lions suck, one word. Hashtag Lions suck.
Right. If it's not one word, he may not pick you because this little bot, he's a little guy. You know, he's dumb sometimes.
I've seen it a couple times. I think spell check autocorrect is getting them.
It's okay.
A few of you. Just make sure if you guys put hashtag Lions suck, it was all one word.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got so many people with hashtag Lions suck. We're going hard right now. Hey, hashtag Lions suck. This is great, by the way. Why not? Why not a hashtag? What's up, Rich? He says howdy, buddy. John
up?
Clifford says dang robots. Yeah, those robots, man. But we're giving you guys time to get this in. This is gonna be a fun one.
All right. So, Mike, well, we looked at everybody else. We looked at the poll who was going to have the first touchdown. I know we talked about this the other day, and I think I said Marquez Valdez-Scantling was going to have the first touchdown, which is a pretty off-the-wall one in my opinion, but I feel like it's very possible. Who do you got?
First touchdown?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go with Richie James. I'm gonna go with Richie James, and I'm still leaning to Clyde a little bit. Andy just likes to use Clyde in the red zone. It's the first game of the year. He'll wear Clyde out in the first few games because you're not getting much out of him. After 4 weeks, he's probably in the tank for the season. So, might as well run the wheels off of him while you got it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think Jar Jar could definitely be the one too. It just depends. It very well could be Jerick McKinnon, but it's because of the way they use him in the passing game as well. So we'll see. It's kind of up for. There's nothing with Kelce out. I feel like there's no clear cut favorite.
Oh yeah,
it's a big roll of the dice.
Kelce's your big one. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't say Travis Kelce? Have you got to take a look at the all the other games going on this week? You know what we should do in a minute? We should bring up all the games and just have a random pick 'em and just see who else
Because I honestly have not even looked at the
schedule.
rest of the NFL. That's how much I care about the rest of the teams. I don't care. I live in my Chiefs bubble.
I hear you. Hey, the rest of the teams suck.
Yeah.
Should we roll it? Let's roll it. I'm rolling it.
Nightbot.
Here we go.
Nightbot.
Nightbot. Rolling it. If let's see. Where's he at? He said he got
Taking
one.
a break. He's taking
No,
a
it actually come in.
Coleman won the giveaway.
Oh, there it was. I got lost.
Oh, Coleman.
Coleman. Coleman has won the giveaway, by the way.
Congrats.
That's 2. Congrats, Coleman. Nightbot makes my life easier when I just have to hit a button that says roll it, and then he just picks somebody.
I kind of miss the Wheel of Death, though. We will have to bring that back on the members only, I think.
I do too, but the Wheel of Death. Well, see, you can use Nightbot now to pick randoms for the Wheel of Death.
Right, exactly. It'll make our lives easier.
Makes our life easier.
Here's my thing. I just wanted to go ahead and bring that up as well. Tomorrow is supposed to be our members only live stream. It's the first Thursday of the month, right? Or did we miss the first? I don't freaking know. Either way, we will be doing the members only live stream this following week because of the game being tomorrow night. We're going to move that to next week. So keep an eye out. We'll put out a what's the word for that? We'll just put a post out on the community tab, let you guys know when it'll be. And if you're not a member, highly recommend you hit that join button right now. It starts at $4.99. Come be a part of the members only live stream. We'll be giving some stuff away there, and it'll be a good time. So check, yeah, do that.
Agreed. 20 bomb from Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai.
Heck yeah,
with a
Cobra
20
Kai.
bomb, my man. He said a lot was in Cole's chat hangout last night, representing for you guys on the legit validity. I hope I'm saying that right. You brought on the contract breakdowns in your cast. You have earned much respect, and yes, 44 yesterday. Thanks for the birthday wishes.
Heck
Happy
yeah,
44th.
44.
Look, out of everything he says,
you didn't look 44, Ty. I would have guessed
No.
younger.
Out of everything you said there, the one that I like the most is that it was your birthday and happy birthday.
Yeah.
For us having validity and some earned respect, that's cool too. I mean, it's cool. I'm surprised people said that, considering.
Well, it's weird, man, because that's the thing about it, Mike. Like, we were talking about this, and like a lot of people took our. If you watched our video today, we kind of just had some fun with some of the comments that we got in the prior video, because we like to dunk on people because it's fun. It's fun to troll the trolls.
It's a segment.
Yeah, it's just fun. So it's like a lot of people's like, don't give people like that airtime, but it's like we're having fun with it. Like, we're doing it just so we can make fun of them, right? So not a big deal. But no, like we thought that was valuable information for a lot of Chiefs Kingdom to realize, like, hey, I'm seeing two different stories, but they're the same thing. Like, and basically we're just breaking it down to let them know the source was probably the same for Florio and Nick Wright, like, which is 99% the Katz brothers, I would say. So that's all we were trying to do. It was weird how people just lost their freaking minds. It's like they got so mad about what we had to say, and they'd be like, "You're wrong." And it's like, what do you mean we're wrong? We're not necessarily taking sides, but we're just saying, hey, here's what's going on. Chris Jones wants it to be $27 million average counting this coming year, and the Chiefs don't. They want to cheap them this year and then give them 20 what? 7? Was it 27?
No, they were going to average out to 24.6. But I'll tell you this. Yeah,
Right,
it was
but the other 2 years,
27.25 in the other 2 years. I'll tell you this, though, with that contract. Again, we've got one number here, basically. You have it leaked from Florio's side. You have it leaked from Nick Wright's side. But it was essentially the same thing. Like I said, they just took the math and they mathed it at 2 different points to make each side look different. It's like if I owe Steve $100, I'm like, I'll give you $10 a day, $10 tomorrow, and then on the third day I'll give you $80. And then I go to people and I'm like, look, I paid Steve $80 over and over again. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like it's still
Steve's wanting
Right.
Aaron Donald money.
Yeah, it's still the same money all the way around. But yeah, it was that whole new year. And the only thing I could think is because some people kept saying, well, this year's locked in. He can't do nothing about that.
Right.
You absolutely can. The Chiefs can still knock that contract. By the way, that he's losing money every day. He's not reporting.
Hey, have a good one, Jeffrey. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah, and so that 19 point whatever is not even counting right now. So they can do things. And I think what the Chiefs were trying to say is they were going to give him more guaranteed money out of that 19 and a half. That's the way I took it. And again, that could be wrong, but again, we're just reporting what the two guys said and tried to make some sense of it. I'm sorry. Okay. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But
While we're on it,
Kai,
though-
thanks for letting us know, brother.
No, I appreciate it, man. I thought it was pretty simplified as well. I thought it would help people understand, but man, I thought I'm with you, Ty. I feel like it couldn't be much more simple than how we presented it. And it's just like they don't want
But
to
you know what, Steve?
You know what I mean? It's like they don't want to
Hey.
believe that.
I think a lot of people actually respected it. I think a lot of people understood it. I think a lot of people got it, which is what Ty's trying to say. And I think, like with anything in life, the haters are the loudest. And
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
that everybody that agreed didn't get in the comment and say, hey, guys, we agreed. Good job. They just agreed and went on about their day.
Well, there were a lot more people in the chat that
Right.
agreed than disagreed.
But the
so-
troll says, nope, I must troll. I'm smarter than everyone.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I just
That's the
wanted
way
to
it
say,
is.
I don't remember if I told him or not, but Coleman, I'm going to quit splitting it in two, even though I don't like it. Either way, send us an email over at allchiefedup@gmail.com with your address so we can ship you your poster out. I see Chris Wright is in the house. What's going on, Chris? Good to see you, my man.
Chris,
Hope you're
what's up,
doing
brother?
well. It's the freaking season, Chris. We're kicking off in 24 freaking hours, bro.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Chief Kelce says it's reported that San Francisco's waiving fines to Nick Bosa.
They can.
Right.
It's a
Is
rookie
this something-
contract.
Oh, okay.
You're allowed to waive fines for a rookie contract.
Gotcha.
Now, the Chiefs cannot waive fines.
That's
You
what I
can't
was,
do it.
that was going to be my question. They can't do that because he's not on a rookie contract?
But, when the Chiefs say, I'll rip up this contract and then we'll still pay you 19 and a half because that's how much cap we have this year. They don't have a penny more. But check it out. They can do that in signing bonus. And then all that 19 and a half comes back. And that'll still essentially waive his fines if you cut the contract up and start a new 3-year. So maybe that's their thing. They were like, look, if we give you a bunch of guaranteed money, it'll lower the cap for us. We'll knock your fines off, and then you'll take the 24.67 average over 3
So
years.
there's a way to do everything.
Right, and see, Chris Jones just decided that wasn't good enough. And I mean, I do blame him a little bit. Like, I think he's being a tad greedy, but that's just how this works.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're both going to continue to be a little
Chiefs are
hard
gonna
ass
be a little
about it.
cheap. Chris Jones
Right.
is going to be a little greedy, and they got to meet somewhere in the middle there.
And it's okay. Let them do it. I don't care.
Don't care. Gary Holland, we are actually on Eastern time, my man.
Oh, yeah.
We're on Eastern
Our game
time.
don't kick off tomorrow until 8:22, to be precise.
Just for a little tidbit of information on this is we actually live literally on the timeline from Central Time to Eastern Time. So if you travel like 20 miles that way, you just switch time zones. And at one point I lived in Central Time and worked in Eastern Time. It's dumb. It's like out of the entire world, this is where I had to be at.
Right.
It's on a freaking timeline.
We
I gotta
crossed
deal
that
with this.
timeline so much that
There's
we'd
only,
have to.
there's only 2 of those lines in the United States, and we live on
Right.
one. Like, come on.
And so all growing up, we're like, is it 5 your time or 5 my time? Constantly. Everything we ever did. So annoying.
And it gets really confusing when daylight savings time kicks in.
Oh, yeah. They need to off that too, by the way.
Just go ahead and scrap that.
Oh, Brian asked a good question. If the Katz brothers leaked to Nick Wright, then why did Nick try to make them look bad? That is a good question. But maybe he didn't leak directly to Nick Wright. Maybe they leaked to sources, and then those sources.
I think that's what happened. I think they leaked it
Nick
out
Wright.
to somebody.
To people that they know have some connections.
Right. And then that somebody or those somebodies were the ones that told Mike Florio and Nick Wright. I think that's probably what happened.
Look,
probably wasn't direct.
And look, you can take that same exact contract, the way that was all set up. Like I said, Florio kind of took Chris Jones' side because Florio, he has something against the Chiefs. So he tried to make it look like the Chiefs went 24.67, which is essentially what they did. He told the truth. But on Nick Wright's side, Nick Wright didn't even talk about the Chiefs giving all the first year.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he left the part out just to make it look good on their end. So,
which is answering this question right here, Brian. You said, why did Florio see it opposite of Nick Wright? I don't think they saw it any differently. I think they both spend it the way they wanted to spin it to be newsworthy and to get people
all
talking.
media nowadays?
Right. I mean, the same way, like,
let's get us fighting,
if we put a video out on YouTube and we don't make it the least bit intriguing, no one's going to click it. You know what I'm saying?
And then what do we hear?
Like, no matter how good
Clickbait.
no matter how good the content is inside of it, you got to do something to make it like worth, like people want to talk about it. People want to click it, you know, that kind of thing. Same way with these guys. They've got to put out these stories and basically make people want to talk about them and blow them up and share them online and this and that. That's what they do. So they both took a different angle, but they just spend it to the way that they thought they were going to get the most attention. Basically.
So check it. You could take that exact same story and spin it this way. If I had my own, say we would have broke the story, we could have come out and said, Chiefs are trying to rip up the entire contract. Like if we wanted to spend it for Chris Jones, we could say Chiefs trying to bail out of their deal. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to cut the contract. So we could say Chiefs not honoring their contract and they're trying to get.
Don't do that, man.
Right. But I'm just saying you could spin it that way. You could say Chiefs not honoring contract, trying to get Chris Jones to take what would have been 27.25 plus the 19 million, so like 50 something. So 54 million signing bonus, like guaranteed money. So see, you can just kind of spin it any way you want, and that's kind of what they did, in my opinion. I mean, we could still be wrong. All this could be wrong. This could be this may not even been offered.
It's all
to anybody.
speculation. It's all speculation. Yeah. Chief KT says, did y'all see Williams said he would stay at USC another year? I would stay. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
I would stay at USC another year if I thought the Cardinals were going to tank and pick me. I don't blame them a bit. You know what?
Who's to say the Cardinals don't suck that year and get the first pick again?
They're going to tank twice in a row just to get him.
Well, you don't have to tank. They're just so bad.
Can
they
he just
cannot
pull,
try to tank.
Can he just
suck.
pull an Eli Manning and refuse?
You could, but why would you? Because the Cardinals' money pays the same as everybody else. If you're the number one pick, go take that money.
John Clifford, yes. I don't have a bedtime.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be up super late tomorrow.
Oh, man.
I'm sure that game is it's 8:22 our time, Steve. That's kickoff. So I'm sure the game's going to end at 11:30, midnight. So we'll probably be podcasting like 2 a.m.
Yeah, so me and Mike have committed to doing a pregame and a postgame live. So that's what we're going to do. If it means that we don't get to sleep very much because we have work the next day, then so be it. That's what we said we're going to do. That's what we're going to freaking do. That's why we're here.
Oh, we're going to be excited when we get that first dub of the season tomorrow night. Who's going to want to sleep? Who's going to sleep after Patrick Mahomes throws for 600 yards?
Mike's going to drink all these Mountain Dews and just be ready to go.
I'm going to get all hyped up on Mountain Dew. Chip. Screw you, Chip.
Hey, Brian, we appreciate you, my man.
Thank you, sir.
Ty says 19 more likes and we'll be at 300, and that'll be he says he'll drop some memberships, some more memberships,
and a third poster,
and we'll be giving away another poster.
Right, hit that like button.
Just takes a second.
Hey, Kelce, dropping some knowledge. Chief Kelce had a pretty good head wrapped around this contract thing. Like we were talking on Twitter.
Yeah.
And he grasped it. He understood it. He said rookie contracts can be extended and any fines waived. Exactly. But I believe that with Jones, they can't extend. They have to tear up last year and do new contract. Is that right? Okay, so that's kind of the dilemma here because I'm not a contract expert. I don't claim to be. I'm just kind of trying to decipher what they're doing. So when people are saying, well, Chris Jones wants them to tear up the contract and he's He's not wanting to play for 19 and a half. That's bad on Chris Jones. He signed that. He should have to live with it. But what you're saying is do they have to tear it up? And that's why the Chiefs are reportedly have to tear the contract. You may be right. I don't know. I don't know if he's allowed to just extend on. Because see, that's kind of the dilemma. Florio said that they wanted to rip the third year and then they wanted to redo a new 3-year, and that was what was going to come out to 24-6-7. But Nick Wright only reported the 2-year extra extension, and that's what got everybody flustered. Again, I don't know. Do they have to tear up this contract, or can they just add the 2 years extensions? I honestly do not know. That's a great question, Chief Kelce. I'd love to be able to find that out, but I'm sure if I tried to Google search that, it's going to confuse Google. So I don't know. I really don't. That's a great question, but I have no idea. You may honestly know more than me when it comes to that specific part. I have no idea. But that's a good a good question though, because what if it can't, Steve? So what if they're saying, look, to get the extra years, they have to rip it up. So now all the people that dogged Jones for not wanting to play for $19.5 million, now what?
Right. No, I understand completely. And Chief Kelce, your son, he's done some really good stuff on this contract. I'm sure he might know it.
I follow Maddie on Twitter. We follow Maddie. He's a big proponent that he thinks that Chris Jones has got offered well more than enough. I think he's a big anti, let's get this done. Chris Jones is being stingy kind of guy.
Yeah, but he's dug into the contract quite a bit as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally cool with everybody having their own opinion.
Right. And I mean, he's right. If it really works out that they have to do whatever they got to do, and they're offering 27.25, and there's really no difference on this third movement, and this is the best they can do, 27.25 is what Chris Jones is worth. I have no problem with it.
Heck yeah. Hey, y'all check this out.
What in the world is this?
Boom. We have a store with some merch. It's merch.allchiefedup.com. Just wanted to show you guys a couple of things here real quick. If you guys have not been able to buy yourself a piece of merchandise for All Chiefed Up, highly recommend doing that. It's an easy way to support the show.
This hoodie right here, so soft.
Man. All right, but we got the hoodies.
So good.
We got the podcast for that ass hoodie.
I want that one.
This one's sweet. I kind of want to get it for myself.
Can I get
the front just has the big logo, looking nice, looking clean. And then when you walk by somebody, they turn around and look at you because they're like, "Man, that hoodie was awesome."
Why is that hoodie cheaper than what I had to pay?
Because that is a premium hoodie, sir.
Oh, that's why it's so soft.
Yes. Also,
hey, I'm not that
if you're part of the ACU crew, you need one of these. You got that white, the icy.
Well,
white
I've
on white.
seen this.
You got the black ACU crew.
You got
the red ACU crew, and you have the smoke gray. If you're in the ACU crew and you don't have one of these, you need one.
Was it Jan Fry Gable that had one of those shirts?
Jan was rocking the black one.
That's where I seen it. Jan was rocking that shirt at Zarda.
Yeah.
Shout out Jan, by the way. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
And like we said, when we seen Ty rode up on us at camp wearing the one
boy right here.
Wearing this one. And dude, I was like, that shirt's sweet. What is it? And then I realized it was our own shirt.
Heck yeah, baby. The Grim Reaper tee.
Hey, it looks sweet in real life.
Yeah, it was nice. But yeah, if you guys want, come buy you some merchandise, merch.allchiefedup.com. Got a little bit of everything on here. Got shirts, hoodies, hats, mugs, stickers, a tumbler. Yeah, go buy something. Helps the channel out and you get something in return. So just thought I'd take a second to plug the store a little bit.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Tom, you were correct, brother. Yes, he got his extension done today. It was huge. It was ginormous. But again, he's younger, not the same position. But I mean, look, Chris Jones' camp has to feel pretty good about that, though, because they got to be like, look, guys, what we're asking for is not unreasonable here. Make it work. SAE. You going to read? I didn't want to.
I mean, you were doing it. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're doing a good job.
Kelce and CJ the last of the John Dorsey era's picks? Regardless, tomorrow's game is going to be interesting. Is he?
I think they are, dude.
I think it could be. So who got drafted with Chris Jones? Who all got drafted that year? Bring it up.
Let me look at it.
Or do you want me to bring it up? I don't know how your mouse works these days.
I got it. It's fixed.
By the way, I have a mouse to give to you. I bring it to your house. I leave it in the car every time.
Okay, this one's working. We're all good. We're all good. let's see, 2016
Right.
was the draft. So let me check that out.
So Mahomes was 17, correct?
Yeah, dude, doesn't it seem like Chris Jones has been around longer than
That's what I'm
longer than
saying.
Mahomes?
So when people are like, Jones is washed, man, he's old. He's 1 year older than Mahomes, bro.
So in 2016, the Chiefs took Chris Jones at pick
Round
number
2.
37.
Yep.
At pick number 74, they took Kavari Russell, cornerback from Notre Dame.
They cut him. He didn't even make the team that year.
Pick 105, Parker Iinger, guard from Cincinnati.
Not a
Pick
good
106, Eric Murray, defensive back from Minnesota.
pick. Not really a good pick.
126, Demarcus Robinson from Florida. Not a good pick.
Not really a great pick.
Kevin Hogan, quarterback, taken at pick 162 from Stanford. Not a good pick. But at pick 165, they absolutely stole the draft with Tyreek Hill. So,
Chris Jones and
with Chris
Tyreek
Jones
Hill, though,
and
by the way.
Tyreek, it's
What's
hard to
the
argue
chances?
with that one.
You get Chris Jones first pick, Tyreek last pick, everything in between trash. Like, just sucks. DeMarcus Robinson serviceable.
But yeah, no, you're right.
Steve, what would you grade that draft? If Brett Veach had that draft this year, what would you
in
grade
hindsight?
it?
You
We have to
give
grade
it
it in
an A.
hindsight. Yeah. It's got to be an A plus,
Yeah, I mean,
probably,
you
right?
hit two out of the park.
That's 2 top 15 players in the NFL right now, probably.
Right. Yeah, you knocked that one out of the park.
That's insane, John Dorsey, but you suck the other times.
I don't know, man. John Dorsey was pretty good at evaluating talent, in my opinion. He picked some really good players.
Well,
Also, even though Brett Veach was the one that campaigned so hard for Patrick Mahomes, it was still John Dorsey team.
didn't everybody have their hand in that a little bit? Because wasn't it Nagy that was cheating and giving them the plays? And...
Yeah. But I mean, that was still under John Dorsey. So technically, Patrick Mahomes is a John Dorsey pick, even though he was handpicked by Brett Veach.
So Mahomes' class is the last of the John Dorseys.
Yeah. That's correct. And who else did we draft with Mahomes, by the way?
That wasn't a great draft. I think it was like Jehu Chesson
Hey, it's still an A++++.
from Michigan. Oh, it's got to be because of
Oh,
Mahomes.
actually, hey, Mike, hold on. You spoke too soon. Patrick Mahomes at pick 10. 10-0 Passanio at pick 59. Kareem Hunt at pick 86.
Those were the best two.
Jehu Chesson was 139.
There's Chesson.
Oligwe, linebacker that we got from Georgia Southern, was 183. And then Leon McQuay, safety, at pick 218. So not a great
USC.
draft, but I mean, if you're in hindsight, if you look at what Kareem Hunt was able to contribute while he was on the team, and Patrick
Kareem
Mahomes,
Hunt had not lied and not been stupid. Kareem Hunt he could be almost a Hall of Fame back in Kansas City if he would have stayed his career here. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Veach's very first draft pick was Breeland Speaks.
It was. And it was a complete
absolutely
waste.
disgusting, right? And then he turned around and Breeland speaked us with Clyde. He turned around and Breeland speaked us with McCole Hardman. Come on, Brett.
Hey, shout out right
So
now.
many good ones. So many good ones.
Cindy Jennings with the 5 gifted membership.
Heck
Cindy,
yeah.
you actually did this last time right before we went off the air, right?
No, that's Terry.
Was it not Cindy? Who was the other one?
Terry?
Terry. Terry gifted 5 before we went off the air last week. We didn't get to call it out. So shout out Terry. I don't see her here though. But Cindy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Hermes, Gorilla Biz. Why do I always get that name wrong? Julia Gulia, Ozark Hillbilly, and Hikemo. I'll get that name right too. You guys and your wild names out here. Whatever happened to the Johns of the world?
It's
I can't
YouTube,
read.
baby. You got to put something crazy in
I
there.
can't read.
Hey, I can't remember for sure because my memory sucks, but I think Ty said we needed like 8 more likes and we'll be at 300.
We're at 6 right now. 294.
Okay, so 6 more likes. If you haven't hit the like button yet, take 2 seconds to go do that. That way we can give away another signed poster. And Cobra Kai Ty has said that he'll give out some memberships when we hit that 300 mark as well. So make sure to do that. Make sure that you have your gift to receive gifts turned on. That way you can get a membership if you would like one of those.
For sure. Shout out K Wayne, by the way.
K Wayne.
Wayne.
What's
K
up,
Wayne in
Kevin?
the house. Kevin, are you driving right now, brother? If you are, let us know where you're at. I'm always curious to see where Kevin's passing through. I live vicariously through his trucker business. K Wayne says Veach is not good with first round picks. That's probably why he bounces out of the first round a lot. But I will say, I think he hit this year with Felix. I think Felix is
he
going
hit
to be
last
good.
year, bro. I think McDuffie and George
Oh,
Karlaftis
yeah.
were good
McDuffie
picks
and Karlaftis
as well.
was good, too.
But yeah, Veach is overall, he's awesome in the draft. He's very good at finding value late. But man, he's had some stinkers.
Hey, if you watched our podcast today that released. If you haven't, go back and watch it. There's a segment in there where people are talking about who's the highest paid at their position. We rolled through it, and the Chiefs technically don't have a lot of people at the highest annual, value per year, the average annual value or whatever. But, dude, if you can see how well Brett Veach is drafted and everybody, like our entire defense is like under the highest person besides Chris Jones is Charles Omenihu, and he's like tied for 40th or 50th in just the defensive end category. So that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, the fact that we've been able to be so successful, and Veach is doing all this on just free money, just rookie contracts over and over again, it's pretty astonishing. So shout out Brett Veach. Steve, a lot of people think that we don't like Brett Veach. Like, that's not true. I've been trying to have dinner with Brett Veach for 2 years.
Hey, yeah, later, Chiefs fan. Have a good night.
2 years.
But yeah, I've seen that misconception as well. There's a guy on there that's always like, you're a BV hater. You're a Brett Veach hater. Blah, blah, blah. Man, we love Brett Veach, but we're not gonna sit and not question every move he makes, because that's what we do. We analyze things, we talk about things. We're also fans, so when something maybe don't look great to us, we're a little emotional about it sometimes. Like, hey, we don't like that move. We think you should do this, but that doesn't mean we're right. That just means it's our opinion that we're allowed to have. And Brett Veach, he's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Is he the best GM in football? Yes, I fully believe that. I do trust him. But sometimes it's hard to trust him because I feel like he does some weird things sometimes. But like I said, he's not perfect. So he still got his Clyde Edwards-Helaire that he took first, and Breland Speaks in the first round. And he did take McCole Hardman over DK Metcalf and things like that. So, yeah, he's not perfect, but I still love the man. I think he's an amazing GM, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Like, we're in the middle of a dynasty right now because of him, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We just hit 300. Shout out Cobra Kai for the five gifted. Baby. 5 gifted. Matt, Iron Price, Caleb, Lisa McKendrick, David Howe. Actually, not David Howe, my bad, just Dave. Everybody be sure to thank Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai does such good help. He's helping us grow. I'm telling you, you guys are the reason we're going to grow.
Good help these days.
Dude, you guys are the reason we're going to grow. Cobra Kai and Nightbot do the Lord's work. No, but yeah, shout out, by the way, too, to the mods. They all do great job. We don't get to, shout them out too often, but congrats, and we appreciate the mods. Like, you guys do awesome. Cobra Kai, you're awesome. Legendaries for Cobra Kai. Give them some catch up. And we're going to do a new poster giveaway. So let's do a new hashtag so this guy gets it together. Let's do hashtag 300 for the 300th subscriber.
300.
Hashtag 300.
300 likes, you mean?
Oh, yeah. That's what I said. What'd I say?
Subscribers.
Oh, not subscribers.
And if we were back at 300, I think
I would quit. I would just quit. No, I'm joking. Hashtag 300 gets you a poster. Let's row. Nightbot is on the lookout.
Eligible to win a poster.
Yep. He's on the look. He's on the look. Oh, we got Chris Wright with the 5 gifted just come through, baby.
Chris Wright, baby. What's up, my man? Appreciate you, bud.
Appreciate you, brother. You're the man. Shout out to Godly Warrior, Angela Leak, Iron Price. Actually, mistake, not Iron Price. Fred Gibson was gifted the membership. Rick Thomas. And then make sure you guys got your gifting on, by the way. I think there's one more out there. Marvin gets it. Marvin Shiner, I'll say Shiner, was gifted by Chris Wright. Chris Wright, ketchup's in the chat for Chris Wright. Everybody's already throwing some ketchup out there for him.
Heck yeah,
Chris
baby.
Wright is the man.
Chris Wright's the man.
Guys,
I feel like we need to make a Cobra Kai tie his own emoji.
Let's see. Cobra Kai. Look, Chris Wright got some ketchup. Let's let Cobra Kai tie. What would you like as your own emoji, Cobra Kai, since you do such good work for the channel? Should we give him like a snake, like a cobra?
I don't know. We'll let him decide.
Cobras.
We'll let him decide while we shout out Jack Richards with the freaking 10 bomb. What's up, Jack? Appreciate you, Ben. He says, now that Bosa got $34 million, what are your thoughts? Does the price go up now for CJ?
No,
I don't think the price goes up at all, but I think they're going to get something done. I think it does not make the price go up, but I think it does justify what CJ's asking for somewhat, because it's just showing you how valuable these great, like, game-changing defensive players are.
Oh yeah. Hey, $34 million. I don't think his price tag goes up. But I think it still sets. I think it's firm. I think that, okay, look, so for example, we're just going to hold out the first year at 19.5, and then he says 32.5, and they say 27.25. Can we just get in the middle here and get it to like 30 and just be done with it? 30's fine.
But why? I don't know, man. I feel like if I look at the big picture, I think 27 million a year counting this year, just go ahead and make it to where he can get $27 million over the next 3 years.
So that's exactly Chris Jones's
I feel like
proposal.
I feel like that's fair.
Okay, look, but say he comes down, say the Chiefs come up, let's just go to 29.5 to 30. Would Chris Jones take that deal? Because look, a lot of it's going to be guaranteed money and signing bonus.
You're saying on the 2 extended years they come down from 32 to say 30, so that would take $4 million.
And they go up from 27.
So that the average would go from 27 to what in that case?
About 26. I think if they come, let me look at my averages, because let me tell you something. I've got my notes, fellas.
Mike's been doing math. That's scary.
Chris Jones can get to $29 million average, which is somewhere right around it, if they'll meet in the middle at $26 million per year.
Hey, legendaries in the chat for Jack Richards. We appreciate you, my man.
My mistake. Said that backwards. If they get to 29 million, Chris Jones' average goes to 26. So they need to be between 29 and 30 million. That puts him between 26, 27.
That's fair.
Right. So 30 million. Look, they come down 2. Chiefs go up 2.7 because they kind of skimped it anyway. There you go.
Yeah, man. I think that's fair. I think that's where they should be at, somewhere around there. Ty says, home of the gifted memberships. That's 20 gifted members tonight. Thank you, everyone, for supporting Mike and Steve. We appreciate you, Ty.
Yeah, man. 20 gifted memberships tonight. That's great.
Yeah,
that's doing a lot
awesome
for the channel, man. We really appreciate you guys.
Heck yeah, man. It's the freaking season. It's starting tomorrow, dude.
Hey, check out Julia here.
I'm pumped.
She said my emoji would be a mint. And look what I found.
No, dang it.
Look what I found, Julia.
Julia.
Hey, it's time. A celebratory mint, ladies and gentlemen. A celebratory mint. Let's get minty. There we are.
I don't
excited.
like it. I don't like it
excited.
even a little bit.
I'm excited. Oh, my God. They taste just as
I'm slightly
just as
upset with
fresh as
Julia
they did
right
day
now
one.
for making me listen to this.
Hey, this segment sponsored by Big Sky Sugar-Free Cotton Candy Mints. Get yours today.
A fun fact. One of my pet peeves, something that just really irks me, and I don't know why.
Eating mints?
Always has, is hearing people eat or drink.
Oh, no, I don't like that either.
Like, if someone's eating cereal beside
Like cereal
me,
and slurping it?
I just want to freaking explode.
But, dude, I tell you, when people do it, though, sometimes, I can't help but watch it. It's like watching a train wreck.
That's
like,
disgusting. No, that's not it, dude. It makes me cringe. And I don't know why. I don't know, I got to touch of it, Mike. I got to touch
scroll
of
TikTok.
But,
you scroll TikTok, right? Have you ever run across like the
I can't stand it. I want to break my phone.
The mukbang videos where they're just eating so loudly in the phone. They're like,
I want to break my phone. Any of that stuff where they're just like being.
Oh yeah,
weird.
they're like this. They're like, welcome.
Dude, I want to break my phone every time I see something that's stupid.
Who's gonna win the game?
Should
we start an ASMR Chiefs channel?
Mike, I just told you that I want to break my phone when I see it. So no.
Come on, let me try it out. It's the first quarter. Patrick Mahomes takes the handoff.
Don't. I want to get off here. I'm leaving.
Hear that? That's Clyde Edwards-Helaire scratching
Y'all are gonna
for
stay
a 1
here
yard
with
gain.
freaking Mike being a weirdo.
Dude, I just made a good joke on Clyde, and everybody missed it because you're talking trash. So now, for the end of time, we're always Clyde lovers. I said, Clyde scratching for a 1 yard gain. Okay, no laughs in the chat. Hate you guys.
I have a question for you, Michael.
Let's go.
So when's bye week?
Bye week?
Yeah, it's like week 8's the
far in
Germany
advance.
game.
Yeah.
I think it's
So it's got to be after that, probably.
somewhere
So like
around
week
there.
9.
I think.
Wouldn't it be week 9 and then you would get the Eagles in week 10, right? Let me type it in. Let's just go look.
Okay, yeah, you'll find that.
Let's be real.
Iron Price. It's not weird that you watch us during lunch. That's a perfect time to watch us. Is when you have a break to do so. I think you could pop an earbud in and listen to us while you're working too. We don't want to get you fired or anything, but maybe we can help you get through work.
Yeah. So week 9 is the Dolphins. Week 10 is the bye. Week 11 will be the Eagles.
Okay, so let's say week 10 is the bye. So we have
November,
9 games.
Our last
before the
game
bye.
is November 5th against the Dolphins, and then you're off to the 20th.
So 9-0, 9 and Steve-O at the bye. Is that what we're doing?
Oh yeah, baby. Hey, I would love it. But is it okay? Is it as a Chief fan? I want to say we win every game, right? But what's realistic? Like, what would you realistically take at the bye week and not be like scared or like, oh man, this isn't working out. I don't
want
this.
to see them drop 3 games before the bye. So I think if they dropped
Me
2,
too. If
I
we're
would
at
be
5
okay.
and 4 at the bye week, I think I'm a little. I want to be 6 and 3.
I want to be 7 and 2. That's where I'd be way more comfortable at 7 and 2.
Hey, I'd be
If
a
I
lot more
see
comfortable
3
at 8 and 1.
I get that, but I'm just saying, for some reason, dropping 3 games before the bye I don't like.
I don't either.
2 I could live with. Don't want it, but I could live with it. But yeah.
Dude, look at our boy Cobra Kai. He says he's just loving having cool ass people like we do here, and he's craving Zarda.
Heck yeah, baby.
We are too, man. Who wants to meet up and have some Zarda this weekend? No, I'm joking. I wish I could get up there, but yeah, I really want some KC barbecue, man.
Hey,
What did Chief Kelce say? Sounded like Kelce with his porn stash on the mic.
hey. You know what it would sound like, Mike, if Kelce rubbed his mustache on the microphone?
They call me El Travidor.
El Travador.
It would just make that sound
Hey,
every time. Hey, look, like this. It'd be like,
They call me El Travidor.
hey.
you know.
Can't wait to have all the El Travadors. But you know what? We may not have one week 1. We may get ripped off an El Travador.
Well, I'll tell you
week
what.
1.
Well, he's not going to play. If he does, I'll be very surprised.
I
So
don't want him to play.
Yeah.
That's selfish of me. If he thinks he's fine to go, he'll go. I just want his health. By the way, I'd donate my kneecap if he needed it. I'm just that guy, you know.
check it.
Oh, yes.
I'll work on one. I'll see what I can do, Cobra Kai.
A golden cobra for Cobra Kai.
Hey, isn't that a Limp Bizkit song? Julia, I'm not. I got over it. I didn't have to hear Mike eat his mint, so I'm okay.
I try not to. Like, I'm not going to be up here like, nom, 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 nom.
No, but you know how when someone's eating a piece of hard candy, you can
Oh,
hear
yeah,
it
it hits your teeth. You can't help it. And I'm trying to
Yeah.
talk, too, so I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
See what old Jeff has to say. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you, buddy.
Wait.
He says, I hope it never happens, but it would be interesting to see the Chiefs go on the road in the playoffs. Yeah, hopefully that never happens. I want to keep, having the Arrowhead Invitational. But, I think the Chiefs overall are a better road team than they are a home team with Mahomes. Are they not?
Yeah. I
think
feel
they
like
are.
we do just as good on the road, if not
I
better.
think if you go look at the record, I think it actually is better on the road. So, it'd be interesting to see, Jeff, but I think we'd still be rolling. We'll just keep it in house, though. We'll keep
Yeah.
everything at Arrowhead.
Hey, Zach. Zach thinks the Chiefs are going to go 9-0.
0-9 because he thinks that the Lions are going to
No.
do what?
You read it wrong. He thinks the Chiefs are going to go 9-0.
All right.
And he thinks no, he thinks the Chiefs are going to go 9-0. And he's saying go Lions, lose. Zach, I didn't know you're such a huge Chiefs fan, brother. I mean, if you're going to troll, try harder.
Man, you have to be a brave soul to be a Lions fan, be out trolling.
I mean, come on. The Chiefs, as a Chiefs fan, my entire life, I have never once tried to troll anything to do with the Lions. Like, I have nothing against the Lions.
Why
You
don't you?
You couldn't make that. Well, A, they're not really relevant.
Exactly.
And never have been. And B, you're not even in the same conference. We play each other once every 27 years, probably. But the thing is like, I don't care. Like, if we lose to the Lions, I'm not going to be like, man, I sure hate the Lions. Like, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Why does it matter so much to Jeffrey over here? Zachary. Come on, Zach. Get it together, bro. Grow up. Do your homework. Get in bed.
Zach, grow up.
Godly Warrior with a 5-bomb. Do y'all think
Bomb.
of drafting Tivondre Sweat to pair with Colburn is a good idea? Kind of like the Eagles. I have not dug into Tivondre Sweat, by the way.
Well,
There's a lot I haven't actually got to this year. I'm a little behind on the draft stuff.
he's a big boy. He's 6'4", 362 pounds.
Good Lord, that's huge.
It's a monster. Kind of like Farrell, if I'm not mistaken, the guy that we just got from the Raiders. Let me look up Farrell real quick. I think he's around the same size as him.
So I'm taking it Coburn. So Sweat plays at Texas with Coburn, right?
Yeah.
I knew he played for an orange team. For some reason, I was thinking Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I mean, from what I remember, did he play last year? If he played last year, I probably seen him because I watched a lot of film, especially of Coburn. So I probably seen him a little bit.
I'm not opposed to that. I think it only helps you if if your players have, rapport together. Like if they are comfortable with each other and stuff. Actually, he's bigger than Neil Farrell, bro. They're both 6'4".
This guy's
but
huge.
Neil Farrell's only 319. This dude's 360.
362.
That's
You
crazy.
probably couldn't draft this guy. You'd go bankrupt trying to feed the boy. I don't think I wouldn't want to try to feed him. Could you imagine what his bill's going to be at the end of the year if he played for the Cardinals? Were they the ones making people pay for their food? I don't remember which team it was, but there's like, they made me pay for my own lunch. Yeah.
I don't remember who that was. It the Eagles? They cry about everything else.
Yeah, they're crying right now. About something, bro. Hey, Golly Warrior, appreciate you for the 5-bomb. Thanks for throwing out Tavondre Sweat's name, by the way. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to watch some film on him. I needed something to do this weekend.
Brent says the
Chiefs ain't
latest podcast was good. It was interesting to see you guys break down how much money was going to each player. I appreciate that, Brent. Yeah, we were just trying to throw out there, like, a lot of people are like, hey, we don't need to pay anybody big money because we have to pay this person, that person, this person, but no one on the team that's paid at the top of their position or even close for that matter.
No, actually, we're kind of in trouble because we were talking about it. We didn't talk about it on the podcast, Steve. We didn't. But I think it was before the podcast when we were talking about it, or maybe after. We were talking about all those names.
Later, Chief Kelce. Have a good one, brother.
See you, man. All these teams and names, and we were talking about how Brett Veach, okay, great drafting, by the way. Excellent that you're getting all these guys for cheap. But these guys are all starting to come up for big contracts and their second contracts. So is he just going to turn them over and say, hey, gone, we're going to do this again, and we're just going to keep playing that game? Because that's a double-edged sword. You may not hit as many every time here and there. You know what I'm trying to say? Because just think about it. Just in the next few years, so in that one draft class, we had Nick Bolton, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith. All those guys are now going to be available. That you're going to have all in the same exact year now. You're going to have to try to pay all them and top of their positions just about. Because they're both top 10 in their position. Creed's probably top 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get to the corners, you're going to have to pay Karlaftis the same amount as a first-round pick as you are a corner McDuffie. So that means McDuffie's probably out because we don't pay corners. And then you're going to have Jalen Watson. And, dude, it's insane. It really is.
It was the freaking Cardinals,
I told you.
bro.
I thought it was the Cardinals, man.
They suck. So, did we give away the third poster? I think you just told everybody to do hashtag 300 and everything.
We did. We were letting it build. You guys ready to go for it?
Hashtag 300. You have like
Let's go. I'm rolling it.
Nope. Too late.
No, you can do it. You can do it. You can put it in. We'll go at 9:20, 8:20 your guys' time.
Hashtag 300. 300.
Hashtag 300. Zach says the Chiefs are going to win 38-28. Appreciate you, Zach. I think that's a pretty good score. Me and Steve's going to actually, we're probably going to do a little micro pod tonight. Throw it up tomorrow on game day.
Heck yeah, baby.
So it'll have our predictions, what we're going to watch for, what we think's going to happen. We'll kind of throw it out around noon tomorrow, let everybody kind of get you a little bit more hyped for the game.
Ty says 42-24 Chiefs. Let's see it, baby. I'd love to see that.
That's a good one.
I would like to see them keep the score lower than 24. I'd like to see the defense really step up, but I would be completely happy with that.
I think if you can hold that offense to 24, you're doing good. Without Chris Jones.
So you put McDuffie on Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I think we're
So you're going to let him shadow him all night.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, I'm just saying, because usually they'll put Snead on the best receiver.
Yeah, but I mean, McDuffie's an amazing slot corner, and that's where they're going to be having Amon-Ra St. Brown play from.
100%. But then Snead plays a lot of slot too, though, so that's kind of my thing.
I like Snead. I think he's very good, but honestly, I think if I was going by slot corner, I would almost rather have McDuffie there.
I do know McDuffie's going to give up a lot less catches.
Yeah, that's my thing.
More than likely, because that's one thing.
McDuffie's glued to people. He's right on their hip. They still
That's
make
one thing
some catches.
Snead, but Snead lets up a lot of catches.
Well, McDuffie lets up some catches from time to time too. We see that happen, and he's got to get a little better at positioning himself because he's always on these guys' hips. But sometimes he just gets beat because he's not the biggest guy in the world. If the ball is placed correctly and the receiver does their job, a lot of times they can still convert on those, but he's just right there in their hip pocket.
Right. Kimberly. What's up, Kimberly? She says, I'm here only because my husband is a 60-year-old Chiefs fan. Regardless, I find you two adorable. I understand 10% of what you say, but I'm trying. That's probably just because we're dumb and it's not your fault. We're just probably speaking in gibberish and code, and
we only know about 10% of what we're saying too. So it's all
maybe
good.
Our Kentucky accents possibly is throwing you off a little bit.
Hey.
But Kimberly, we appreciate you.
We're here. We're here for people that have been Chiefs fans for God knows how long, or they just started, or they just want to learn football, whatever it might be. So I appreciate you being here, Kim, and we'll get there. You'll learn. You'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah. You'll get it. Julia says, everybody get ready for Angry Steven this season.
Get ready for it.
Steve will have a few games. I mean, he was pissed after the Bengals game. But only because the Chiefs talk smack and then they didn't even
poor
try.
Effort.
The poor effort.
That's what I don't like. I don't like when they look like they're dead. Like when they look like they all got drunk the night before and they're just real like hungover. That's when I don't like it.
Yeah, I hear you. Brian asked, are we going to see the new cornerback Rush play while we impersonate a can of Friskies?
Impersonate.
Will Rush play? I think Rush will play some special teams if he dresses. If they fully dress him, I'm not for sure. I'm sure he will. But yeah, I think so. How many are you allowed to dress now? You keep 53 on your team, but you only dress what? 48? 49?
47?
47 even? Okay. Well, if he dresses, I think he'll play special teams. Will he play any actual defensive snaps? Possibly. But I think he's a pretty good, from what I've seen, he's pretty good on special teams, in my opinion. So
he's a good athlete, so we'll see how it all works out.
Yep.
Why don't we go ahead and run that hashtag 300, see who wins this poster.
Let's do it.
Let's go,
hashtag 300.
Let's roll.
Let's roll it.
Let's give it away.
Uh-oh, he said he's got somebody.
Stacks, geez, has one to give away. Stacks, if you're in the chat, which obviously I think you are if you hashtag 300, you won the poster, signed poster. So congrats. Make sure to email us at allchiefedup@gmail.com and give us your shipping address, and we'll get that out to you, my man or lady, whichever one you are.
Yeah, don't really know. Stacks, geez, I'll say it's a guy. Maybe.
It's 48 players that dress, Chris Wright says, and Yogi says, what's up,
Dan
Yogi?
says,
what's up, Dan?
So, yeah, see, we don't claim to know it all.
Larry Wynn
you guys
says,
to keep us on our toes.
Larry Wynn says that he smells at least one pick six.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Hopefully
Mike Edwards.
Yeah, I was going to say hopefully coming from the Chiefs. Let's hope Mahomes don't throw that pick six.
No. Mahomes is going to go off.
Dude,
he's going to have a day.
Mahomes
is going to have himself a day, brother.
Hey, he's going Texas Tech numbers tomorrow.
Texas Tech. He's going to 600 yards.
If Mahomes goes for 600 yards in a single game opening night, you know what I'll do?
What?
I'll give away a Mahomes Texas Tech jersey on the channel.
If he goes for 600?
If he goes for 600 tomorrow night in honor of his Texas Tech gunslinger days,
I will one give of those away. Anyway. So if you just
I do too.
That to your brother.
So we'll buy 3 and we'll give one away. I will give away a Patrick Mahomes Texas Tech jersey if he throws for 600 tomorrow.
I'm gonna hold him.
We need a way to do the giveaway though. We'll probably do it on like Twitter. Maybe I'll go to Twitter and all you gotta do is just retweet the tweet and like it.
We tweet the tweet.
We tweet the tweet. So yeah, if you don't follow us on Twitter at All Chiefed Up, go over there and do that. It's called X now. I'm sorry, X at All Chiefed Up. I'll throw it up probably tonight, tomorrow morning. Just be on the lookout. Get over there and retweet that. I'll give away a free Mahomes if he goes for 600.
Gary, the only problem I have with shaving my beard, it's not that I'm like super attached to a beard, but since I grew a beard, I think I've probably developed a double chin under here. And I don't know. I don't want to test it. I don't want to shave and then look like a fat baby for like.
You know how people? Okay, you know how everybody says girls look different if they don't wear makeup. If you pull a beard off a dude, you look totally different. By the way, this is kind of like our makeup.
Yeah.
It covers our ugliness, just a
And
tad
our fat.
bit. Our fat ugliness.
I don't know. I can't tell
like
for
it.
sure, but I feel like I've developed one in old age here.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do, man?
Heck yeah.
Cobra Kai says, Brian Parrott, are you ready for George to eat tomorrow? I think him and Drew
George.
are going to have a day. Hey, George Karlaftis is getting a sack tomorrow night. Mark it down. George
Write
is
it
getting on
down.
the board early.
Write
this
it
year.
down.
And I honestly believe Felix might get back there too.
I think Felix is going to get a sack. I'm feeling Felix.
Steve's feeling Felix. Hey, will Drew get that pick tomorrow? I finally seen the franchise where he gets on the field. He does the fake pick. I want to see him get it in his first game at Arrowhead. That'd be sick.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be
actually.
awesome.
Yeah. Hey, well, you know what? We're going to record a micropod for tomorrow, and make sure to keep your eye out for that. If you didn't watch our video podcast from earlier today that dropped, make sure to do that right after this or when you have time. Just watch that, baby. Hit the like button on that. It helps us out tremendously. So please do that. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us here on the tailgate. The freaking season starts tomorrow, so that's awesome. What about that? I just want to give a special shout out to Jeffrey Robinson for becoming a member, Stephen James, Wayne, TGZ, Jan Fry Gable, Cobra Kai Ty, Enrique, Dez the Gym, and let's see, Brenda Pike, Jack Richards, Godly Warrior, all for their donations. Appreciate you guys. Chris Wright, of course, Cobra Kai, and everybody else that gifted out memberships.
Cindy.
Cindy, appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. But yeah, we're gonna go work on that for you. If, like I said, if you didn't watch our video that dropped earlier today, please do that, and then we'll have something for you tomorrow that'll have our official predictions for the game and everything. Give you something to watch tomorrow while you're getting prepared for the game, baby. So hope everybody's as excited as we are. The season's about to kick off, and we're going to be 1-0 after tomorrow night, Mike, because we know Travis Kelce, no problem.
No problem.
No problem. That's
Go
all there
Chiefs.
is to it. I'm going to give him one of these real quick.
Call me El Travidor.
El Travador.
Hit him with one of these. See you guys.
There goes a sight from my soul.